What if I told you that one of nature's hardest-working animals has a built-in tool that never wears out, and it never, ever stops growing? Picture a beaver, strong, determined, tirelessly gnawing through thick tree trunks as if they were twigs. It's one of the most iconic images of the animal kingdom. But behind that relentless chewing lies a biological secret so perfectly engineered, it defies the limits of nature itself. Because beavers' teeth don't just grow fast, they grow forever. And if they didn't, the beaver wouldn't survive a single season. Think about that for a moment. Human teeth wear down over time. So do the teeth of most mammals, but beavers. Their incisors, the four front teeth you see when they gnaw, are in a constant state of renewal. They grow up to 4 feet every year. That's like adding the length of a baseball bat to your smile year after year. But here's the catch. If they grow that fast, why don't their teeth become giant, useless curls? The answer lies in a delicate, almost magical balance between growth and wear. A balance that has allowed beavers to become nature's ultimate architects. To understand how this works, let's start with the problem every gnawing animal faces. Destruction. When you chew through wood, you're essentially grinding your teeth against what amounts to sandpaper. Wood is full of silica, tiny, glass-like crystals that scrape and wear enamel down. For most rodents, this is a death sentence over time. But beavers turned this problem into their greatest strength. Their teeth are not like ours. The front surface is coated in a thick layer of orange-tinted enamel, one of the hardest substances in the biological world. But the back of the tooth? It's made of dentin, which is much softer. So every time a beaver gnaws, the softer dentin wears away faster than the hard enamel, creating a chisel-like edge that stays razor-sharp, bite after bite. It's a self-sharpening mechanism, like a knife that sharpens itself with every slice, but that's only half the story. Because if the teeth are constantly wearing down, they must be constantly replaced. And that's where the endless growth comes in. Deep within the beaver's jaw, special cells at the base of each tooth, called odontoblasts, are always active, always producing new tooth material. It's a conveyor belt of dentin and enamel, pushing forward to replace what's been worn away. Without this system, a beaver's teeth would be ground down to nothing in a matter of weeks. Now, imagine the consequences if this system failed. A beaver with no teeth can't eat. It can't build dams or lodges. It can't defend itself. In short, it dies. So this isn't just a quirky trait, it's a matter of life and death. And it's evolved over millions of years to be perfectly synchronized with the beaver's lifestyle. But how did this evolve? Scientists believe it started with early rodent-like ancestors who began eating tougher plant material. Those with slightly faster-growing teeth had a survival advantage. Over generations, that advantage was amplified, until you get the beaver, a species whose very existence depends on its ability to chew endlessly without pause, and chew it does. An average beaver can cut down a 5-inch thick tree in under 30 minutes. That's not just impressive, it's almost industrial. And all that work requires not just sharp teeth, but incredibly strong ones. Beavers' incisors can withstand forces that would shatter most other animals' teeth. The enamel is reinforced with iron, which gives it that distinctive orange color and makes it resistant to acid, pressure, and impact. But here's what's truly fascinating. This system is so finely tuned that the rate of growth matches the rate of wear almost perfectly. If the teeth grew too fast, they'd become long and unwieldy, preventing the beaver from closing its mouth or eating properly. If they grew too slowly, the teeth would wear down to the gums. It's a biological tightrope, and beavers walk it every day of their lives. This perfect balance allows them to transform entire landscapes. A single beaver family can alter the flow of a stream, create new wetlands, and influence the types of plants and animals that live there. None of that would be possible without those ever-growing, self-sharpening teeth. They are, in a very real sense, the engine of the ecosystem, and it doesn't stop there. Because this adaptation is so effective, it's inspired human innovation. Engineers have studied beaver teeth to design self-sharpening blades and durable cutting tools. Biomimicry at its finest, learning from millions of years of evolutionary trial and error. So the next time you see a beaver dam or the telltale marks of gnawing on a tree stump, remember. You're not just looking at the work of an animal. You're looking at the work of a biological masterpiece, a creature whose survival hinges on a set of tools that never dull, never quit, and never stop growing. In a world full of wear and tear, the beaver found a way to outpace time itself. If you found the secret of the beaver's teeth as fascinating as we do, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You won't want to miss the next deep dive into nature's hidden wonders. And tell us in the comments, which animal adaptation do you think is the most brilliantly designed?